honors due to ongoing accusations he says that distracts from the work of His Majesty and the royal family. Prince Andrew continues to face allegations with ties of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein that dates back decades. Andrew will still be known as Prince Andrew. Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Small businesses are the heart of America. As the nation's largest nonprofit resource of expert business mentoring, SCORE has helped millions of entrepreneurs build their businesses for free. Find a mentor today at score.org.
You are never far away from your favorite radio station. We're always streaming on TuneIn and the Civic Media app. And if you missed your favorite show or game, listen to a podcast of it anytime on the app or our website, civicmedia.us.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Teachers are diverse, skilled leaders, innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Teaching shapes lives. Are you ready? Explore teaching at teach.org, supported by the U.S. Department of Education and 1 million teachers of color.
Missed your favorite show live on air? It's easy to find what you enjoy wherever you listen to podcasts, including Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. And we're always streaming on TuneIn and the Civic Media app.
Lean Local with Jim Schmidt.
So what's going on with the government shutdown? And what about agricultural and rural?
Broadcasting live from the Civic Media Studios in Green Bay, this is Night Light with Pete Schwaba, your inside source on everything entertainment from Wisconsin to Hollywood. And now, a man barely 6 feet tall, but a mountain of muscle, Pete Schwaba.
Hey! Welcome to Night Light, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if I'm a mountain of muscle. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to work out.
You got this.
You think so?
You got this.
Oh, this poor woman is walking by the station, and she just had surgery, and she started telling me all about it. It's like, she just walked by the window, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if, just please don't go into detail. Like, she's kind of looked like she wanted to really share, you know? It's like, no. Just, I wish you well. Let's leave it. I don't want to hear about someone's surgery that I don't barely know. You know what I mean? Like, if I know somebody, sure.
Yeah. You know, just stay away from the details.
Exactly.
I don't need to know where they went, where you went, you know, where they put a knife in you.
Where they surgered. Hey, I'm Pete Schwaba. Great to have you with me tonight, wherever you're joining us from in the state, on this absolutely gorgeous fall summer day here in the state of Wisconsin. At least it's gorgeous in Green Bay. I'm sure it's gorgeous where you are. And if it wasn't, or if you had a crappy day, kick back, turn on the radio, and kick your feet up and have some fun with us tonight. We're going to be talking about all the things we love: movies, TV, comedy, Wisconsin, music. It's a BARR Band Friday night, ladies and gentlemen. Terry BARR will make anyone transition into the weekends, will make anyone's transition into the weekend that much more joyous. She's so much fun to have on the show. She's here at 7:35, bringing new music and really fun conversation, typically. How do you know Terry? Do you know Terry's doing well? Is she having a good week?
I think so. Maybe not because of the Brewers, but...
Oh, that's right. She's never come on the show, though, and been grumpy. right?
No, I think even if the Brewers lose tonight, she'll still be.
That's just who she is. But I will say this: the Brewers are not doing well, and Ace Frehley died, and she's a huge Kiss fan. So she might be in a bad mood. Well, we might have to cheer her up, but we'll do that. We could do that for our pal Terry Barr at 7:35. And then we've got at 6:35 the host of New Wisco Weekend, and she is the Northeast Wisconsin bureau chief when it comes to news here at what do we call it? Civic Media. Lisa Hale will be here. We're going to talk about, well, she's watching a couple new shows that I want to talk to her about. And last time she was here, probably about 6 weeks ago, we talked about Dexter. And she's a huge Dexter fan. Like, literally, like, Lisa defines fandom because she's read the Dexter books, I think, more than once, the whole series. And she's seen all the shows. So I'm done now, and I want to talk to Lisa about that. But we're also going to find out she's been watching some scary movies, the new NCIS spinoff, and the new Matlock. So we'll talk to Lisa and find out what she's watching. Maybe she can give you something. Maybe she can give us a good referral. So that will be fun. Two great guests tonight. Serious girl power coming to you tonight on Night Light. And as usual, on the other side of the glass is Conrad Krieger. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Yeah. Any golf today?
No golf today. You had to do a couple things, here and there.
Yeah.
Still got some activity though, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. So
I wish it was outside.
What does a guy your age though do when you say got some things done? Like, do you have a side hustle?
No, I had to record a couple different shows,
Oh, that's right.
So
Jim Schmidt's show, Lean Local.
That was recorded earlier.
The sports
Rational Revolution and the sports show. Make the Call tomorrow
Call.
at 7 a.m. Also is now available on civicmedia.com.
Fantastic. You could pepper your whole weekend with great shows too. See, the Civic Media programming does not stop come Friday night at 8 o'clock. You've got the Dr. Kristen Lyerly show.
Yes.
You've got New Wisco Weekend. You and I are both contributors to that, and we'll talk to Lisa about that. Now you've got Make the Call, a great sports show on the weekend too, that Conrad's a part of. So.
And we had the other guys on the show the other week. So Parker Olson and Greg Anderson. And,
that was fun.
Of course, sports director Jimmy Kuska.
We did not have Jimmy on the show.
Yeah, well, he wasn't on, but he is on Make the Call.
Can we get Jimmy on next week? We haven't had him on in a long time.
I don't. He is also a football coach, so he's been pretty busy. But I think maybe we could see what he.
Let's just see what he says. We got an opening. I think maybe Wednesday night. Con, keep that on the down low.
Okay.
All right. So we'll do that. We'll talk to. We'll see if we can get Jimmy Kuska. Anyway, check out all those shows, folks, over the weekend. Great shows here at Civic Media, even through the weekend. So check them out. But listen, I haven't complained too much lately about driving in.
Well,
no, be fair. I mean, listen, I'll be the first to admit other drivers drive me bananas.
Yeah.
Today, I'm on Broadway in Green Bay. I'm almost here. I got a guy right on my tail. And he's got the no muffler, obviously compensating for something. He's right on my tail. So I'm taking my time. I'm like, this guy can wait. I'm not going to pull up and tailgate the guy in front of me just to let this guy. So whatever. So I start to turn. I go to turn onto, Main Street out here. As I'm turning, this guy passes me on the right, which I was expecting him to do, but then weaves back in and passes the guy in front of me on the left and makes the left turn.
Really?
I was, okay, and here's where I'm going with this. Yeah, he's crazy. Here's the kind of guy you don't want to yell at if he's driving and he pulls a move like this. He's probably in his 60s or 70s, white hair, no shirt, rocking the moobs. That's man boobs for those of you scoring at home. And he just looked kind of crazy. His mouth was open in a weird way, like this guy. And then he went like 60 miles an hour down Main Street. Where is this guy going without a shirt that he's in a hurry?
I don't know.
A mosh pit? Like to smoke some weed? Like what are you in how are you that age without a shirt and you're gunning it and you're risking other people's lives? Where are you going to? And if you have any ideas, folks, let me know where you think this guy was going. Phone lines are open, 855-752-4842, 855-75-CIVIC. I'm just saying, like, he's probably just crazy or was drunk. But the speeding, I don't get. You're not wearing a shirt. Where are you in a hurry to?
Do you think he's just going grocery shopping?
I really got to get there. I need toilet paper in the world's worst way.
Now, if you're...
I need some dog food. What's he doing?
If you're a grocery store, do you let that guy in?
No shoes, no shirt, no service. I had a friend, my buddy Chris is a sheriff in Marinette County, and he was telling me about a guy who went into the grocery store and had a shirt on and had shoes on, and that was it. And he was prepared.
I get it.
He was prepared.
I get it.
When they said something, he's like, I got shoes. You have to, maybe go the extra mile these days.
No shirt, no pants.
Yeah, that's the important one. I don't care if, ideally he's wearing a shirt and shoes. Anyway, that just really irritated me. But I'm not gonna lip off, as we say here in Wisconsin, to that guy, because I think he might have been a little crazy. I just don't do anything anymore.
You just give him the thumbs up.
Yeah, well done, buddy. Get there. When I think back when I was younger and I actually flipped people off, like if they flipped me off or whatever, I'd give them the look. And now it's like, nope, I don't do it at all. Not taking the chance. You don't know it's not worth it.
Today I did give a thumbs up. I didn't flip off. I don't do that anymore. I used to when I was younger.
Did you really?
Yeah, but now, like it's just scary. You don't know who's on the other side.
You don't know.
But this guy, almost hit me because he didn't turn his left blinker on going into the left lane.
Ooh.
And I saw him. I'm like, I had to stop.
Right.
And then went to the right lane, and they started going really slow. And I was passing him, and I just give him a big thumbs up. Like, great driving, buddy.
Well done. You could go pro, sir. Hey, speaking of Ace Frehley and Terry BARR coming by tonight, that kind of ties in with our question of the night. So let's get to the Nightlight question of the night.
Let's talk about the question.
Okay, question.
Question.
Pregunta.
Question.
Question.
Okay, I have a question. Questions? This question.
Domanda.
Question.
Questions.
This will be a good one. What rock band or musician is really overrated? I can't believe it's taken me a year and a half, almost 2 years to get to this question, because whenever I'm at an eatery, a diner, we hear bands all the time. We're like, as you get older, you're just like, why is this band? Why did they take off? So let us know. Is there a rock band or a musician you think is really overrated? Let me know. 855-752-4842, 855-75-CIVIC. You can also text us on the app. Or if you're watching the radio on the stream, drop us a comment in the chat there. And give us a like or a follow if you're up for it, folks, as you're telling us what band you think is really overrated. Did you, let's you and I start.
Yeah.
You go first, Con.
I said Taylor Swift.
Really?
I just don't get the appeal to her music. I never really liked it, besides one song.
So you're not a Swiftie?
I wouldn't say.
Wait, what's the song? I don't even know one of her. Shake It Off, I know.
I don't. It's the Romeo and Juliet, maybe. I think it's called.
I don't know. I don't know her music, but I like her. Is that weird? And not like she's pretty. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I like that she takes control of her. I love what she did buying her music back. Very savvy. She seems cool. She gives a lot of her money away. I got no problem with Taylor Swift.
I'm not saying her as a person I don't like. I'm just saying I don't like her music. And I think it's overrated.
Just defending one of my exes. Sorry. Okay, that's a good one. I might get some pushback on this. Hall & Oates and Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi's great, man. Just kidding. I only know one song.
No, they've got some nice songs. I'm not saying they weren't, but it's mostly Hall & Oates. Because some of it, like Rich Girl, Your Kiss is on my list. They're so simplistic. I don't know. Maneater's pretty cool. Anyway, I think they're very overrated. But let us know what you think, folks. We can have a discussion on this as the show goes on, as we often do here at Nightlight. Dave on the stream says Coldplay. I noticed somebody else said Coldplay, too, on the social media responses. And he says the Beatles. I don't get it. I get it. He might be joking, too. But I think a lot of people lately are like, a friend of mine posted recently, the Stones are 10 times better than the Beatles. And that's a good take. I can go with that. But let us know what you think, folks. And this is fun. We've got a bar band Friday night and a music question, so you can't beat that. We've established Conrad does not like Taylor Swift. And
her music. She's a great fit for Travis Kelce, okay?
Oh, yeah, that's kind of... They are quite a pair, I will say that. He seems like a good guy. He's kind of obnoxious.
No, actually, I don't like the Chiefs at all.
Yeah.
But I don't mind Travis Kelce.
Yeah, same. That's a good take. I don't mind him or his brother. I think they're both entertaining. They both seem like good dudes. I actually like when I watch football and I see fire. Like with whether it was Tom Brady or Travis Kelce. I like those guys, or Caleb Williams even, or like Aaron Rodgers used to do. Jordan Love, not fiery, cool as ice, man. That guy,
cool, calm, and collected.
He does not lose his cool.
No, he doesn't.
Which is probably good if you're his teammate, but as a fan, I like seeing some fire.
You know, was yesterday Aaron Rodgers, after a touchdown, got tackled by his offensive lineman. Celebrating, and he got so mad at him. It was so funny.
Such a diva. All right, we're coming back, folks. We'll read some of your texts, and I'm going to tell you a really cool story about Michael J. Fox. This is Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite on the Civic Media Radio Network.
That's where it's at. That's where it's at. Go to the basement. That's where it's at. Oh, to the basement. That's where it's at.
From Hobart to Bay Settlement, 97.9 WGBW.
It's time for Eye on the Community on WGBW, sponsored by Insight Eye Care, serving the Fox Valley since 1972 with comprehensive eye care services. Find them on North Sawyer Street in Oshkosh and Chain Drive in Appleton. Their goal is to improve lives by improving sight with quality eye care for everyone in your family. Insight Eye Care. Visit WIinsight.com to schedule your eye exam today. Now, here's what's happening in our area. The Neville Public Museum is a general museum of art, history, and science. And the Green Bay Film Society's Fall 2025 International Film Series continues on the first Wednesday of the month in the auditorium of the Neville Museum. All films begin at 7 p.m. and are free and open to the public, and are unrated, but intended for mature audiences. Coming up September 5th, Marriage Italian Style, co-sponsored by the Italo-American Club. This has been your Eye on the Community, brought to you by Insight Eye Care. If it's happening in the Green Bay area, it's on WGBW.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Wisconsin. This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Is getting vaccinated on your to-do list? We can help you check that off.
You've got this.
Yes, you do. See how we've got you at yougotthis.usaging.org. A message from the Aging and Disability Vaccination Collaborative.
Welcome back. This is Nite Lite. I am Pete Schwaba. I've got a lot to watch this weekend.
Going to see anything?
I think I'm going to go see that movie Roofman finally. I was going to see it last weekend, but it was so gorgeous. Although now tomorrow it's supposed to be 70 degrees outside.
I'm thinking about going outside and golfing tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the day to do it. Sunday's supposed to rain. I'll probably go see the movie then if I can coordinate it with my my sports viewing. But yeah, I want to see that. I want to see The Lost Bus on Apple TV, that Matthew McConaughey movie about saving the kids. Have you seen that? Oh, you don't have Apple TV anymore.
Did that just come out?
A couple weeks ago, maybe, yeah.
Oh,
and it got good reviews. So I got that, Roofman. I do want to see One Battle After Another again. And I've got 2 episodes of Slow Horses to catch up on, which I'm very excited about. This is funny because your frame of reference, like Ben Reiser was on the show the other night. We were talking about One Battle After Another.
Yeah.
And there is a very funny scene where Leonardo DiCaprio, who's in a bathrobe and is a stoner, and 20 years later gets called into action by his revolutionary group and can't remember the password. So he's yelling at the guy, and he's stoned, and he's like just trying to do his best to get it together and help his daughter. And he's running on a rooftop following these skateboarders who are like, come follow us, we'll help you out. And then he falls off the roof like 35. It's really funny. And he kind of, they make it plausible. Like he kind of bounces off of something and falls down, but it's a really funny scene. And someone said that would have killed him. And I said, no, it wouldn't have, because I had a friend named Marty Miller in high school who fell 30 feet off a scaffolding on the stage. He was putting up a set decoration.
Oh, my.
Building the set, and he fell, and he only broke his wrist. Like,
wow.
It was painful. But, I mean, you can fall from 6 feet and kill yourself if you land funny, you know? But
yeah, I mean, I landed weird when I was snowboarding, and I barely got off the ground, and I broke my clavicle almost in half. Like,
clavicle's such a funny word.
Yeah, it really,
that's your collarbone, right?
It's the part, like, you know.
Yeah, that's my point. Like, you can kill yourself at a much smaller altitude, but this was just reminding me of this horrible accident. This friend of mine. I'm glad I didn't see it because he was fine. 30 feet off a scaffolding, just broke his wrist.
I mean, that's some good luck right there.
I know. But I do want to see that again, and I might want to take Ben Reiser's advice and see it on a big, like a 70 millimeter screen if I can find something like that before it leaves. Let's get to some social media responses here on our question of the night, which is name a band that's really overrated or musician. I just asked that not in question form. What rock band or musician is really overrated in your opinion? Conrad said Taylor Swift. I say Hall & Oates. Rob Momarts. I like Rob. He was here last week. A lot of fun getting to know Rob last week. He says Kanye West. Now that's interesting.
I'd say his older stuff is really great.
That's the same thing my son says. He's like, he was brilliant.
Now it's just garbage.
Oh, he's insane. Chris Anderson on social media says U2. Oh, I gotta disagree there. Thank you, Chris. Alan Whitebird says Kiss. We'll bring that up with Terry Barr. See what Terry has to say about that. Those might be fighting words, Alan, but I respect your opinion. I have to say, when it comes to Kiss, I think they had some great songs. They had a great gimmick. They didn't show their face for 10 years.
Didn't they just randomly show it in a music video?
I don't remember how it happened, to be honest with you, but I really like some of their songs. I mean, I know it was a gimmick, but Amanda Nimmer says Beastie Boys. I could go with that. I like 2 songs of theirs. Tony Lorino says Coldplay. Another Coldplay. Same as Dave on the stream. And then Chris Moreau, Civic Media's own, also U2. And Rich Vargas, Rush. All right, we are off to a great start here. Some of these are outstanding. I saw this play. I saw this book. Michael J. Fox has a new book out. How would you like to be the guy who was fired from Back to the Future as the lead actor? Eric Stoltz, a great actor, played Rocky in Mask, was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, was in a couple of the John Hughes films, maybe Pretty in Pink or one of those films. Really good career. He's had a great career. I don't think he's starving by any means, but he was the guy. He was Marty McFly. And Robert Zemeckis fired him. And I don't know why. I do remember reading that a long time ago, but in Michael J. Fox's book, he reveals that he reached out to Stoltz and said, hey, I'd just like to talk to you. This is like 20 years after. I'd just like to talk to you, but if you tell me to take a hike and shut up and never want to see me, I totally get that too. But they met And Michael J. Fox had nothing but great things to say about Eric Stoltz. I'm sure Eric Stoltz was like, yeah, I would have rather not have been fired and made millions of dollars in residuals plus the salary, although they probably paid him and sent him on his way. And they had to increase the budget on Back to the Future by $3 to $4 million, this article said, because Michael J. Fox was more expensive at the time. He was on Family Ties. But I just think that's such a cool story. Like, I've always liked Eric Stoltz. And Michael J. Fox said that the response he got from Eric Stoltz was like, no, he goes, I'm glad you reached out. Let's get together. And they finally did. And now they're friends. And it's really cool. But how would you, I mean, I don't know if I could ever let that go.
Yeah, he's had some other movies at least. It's not like
it
was his only one.
No, and he was in Pulp Fiction too, actually. We got a Pulp Fiction clip, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
All right, so maybe we'll fire that up tonight too. It's not with Eric Stoltz though, but it is a BARR Band Friday night, folks. Terry BARR is here at 7:30, and Lisa Hale will be here after the news. We're going to talk. I finally finished Dexter and some of the spinoffs. We'll talk about that. We're going to talk about what she's watching, the new NCIS, the new Matlock. Kathy Bates is brilliant. We'll talk with Lisa about that. We'll read some of your texts. We got all kinds of stuff going on here tonight at Nightlight. You're not going to want to miss it. It's Pete Schwaba and Nightlight on the Civic Media Radio Network.
I was tired of fighting fate. Time to douse those flames. I learned that first look fire is only desire. And my heart shivers and I'm shaking off this rust. Storms out the clouds are breaking up. Took some time, but I realize I don't deserve being mistreated.
97.9 WGBW and WGBW.FM.
From the 97.9 WGBW newsroom, I'm Stuart J. Waddles with this local news update. When the NFL draft in Green Bay hit last April, the city swelled to nearly 6 times the population. There were 600,000 people over the 3-day event and only one arrest. That extraordinary outcome was recognized this week at the state capitol. State Representative Ryan Spouty and State Senator Jamie Wall presented the First Responders of the Year award to the Green Bay Metro Fire Department for their effort in the draft. The award recognizes the planning, execution, and collaboration with other public safety organizations. Local law enforcement officers say the Green Bay Police Department, Green Bay Metro Fire, Schwaba Public Safety Department, and the Brown County Sheriff's Office spent more than a year planning for the draft. A data center step was taken last night in Port Washington. The city's Plan Commission approved a new tax district that clears the way for an $8 billion data center project. The mayor says people won't see higher taxes since the company building it will cover all infrastructure costs. The Common Council will take up final approval in the next few weeks. A Wisconsin hunt commences in the morning. The state's pheasant season kicks off tomorrow morning, and the DNR is asking hunters to stay sharp on rules and safety. For opening weekend, you can take 1 rooster a day, but after that, it's 2 a day through January. The Brewers fan and the Dodgers fan caught in a viral video at American Family Field have both been banned from future games. Shannon Kobalarchik told Dodgers fan Ricardo Fasado to call ICE during the NLCS, sparking widespread backlash. Fasado was kicked out of that game for disorderly conduct and public intoxication. The Brewers face a must-win game tonight as they take on the Dodgers in Game 4 of the NLCS. The game starts at 7:38. News at the top and bottom of the hour all day and on demand anytime at WGBW.FM. I'm Stuart J. Waddles, 97.9 WGBW News.
On your entertainment beat, I'm Pete Schwaba. The TV show Bosch has been off the air for a few years now. The show about an LA homicide detective played by Titus Welliver, who is not afraid to bend the rules, was followed by 3 seasons of Bosch Legacy. Earlier this year, there was another spinoff called Ballard that starred Maggie Q, and rumor has it there is a spinoff in the works for Jamie Hector, who played Bosch's partner on the original show, Jerry Edgar. The Bosch extended family is about to give birth again with a prequel series called Bosch Start of Watch. The show is in development with actor Cameron Monaghan in place as the younger Harry Bosch. Like its predecessors, the show will be set in Los Angeles, but in the year 1991, and focus on Bosch's character as an LAPD rookie. The show is currently in development at MGM+. The Bosch franchise is based on crime novels by Michael Connelly. fun universe. For more showbiz fun, tune in to Nightlight with me, Pete Schwaba, weeknights from 6 to 8 p.m. on the Civic Media Radio Network.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Mostly cloudy for tonight, a few showers and storms around, and lows in the upper 50s. For tomorrow, any early showers wrap up, then return partly sunny, a high in the low 70s. More storms are possible Saturday night, carrying over into early Sunday. It's 71 right now.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Every 15 seconds, someone is diagnosed with cancer. If it's happened to you or someone you love, the American Cancer Society can help at every step of the journey. Visit cancer.org today.
You are never far away from your favorite radio station. We're always streaming on TuneIn and the Civic Media app. And if you missed your favorite show or game, listen to a podcast of it anytime on the app or our website, civicmedia.us.
Jane Matnair and Greg Bach.
Coming
Welcome back. This is Nightlight. I am Pete Schwaba. You've got the Civic Media Radio Network. Conrad riding shotgun tonight, and it is a BARR band Friday night. Terry BARR will be here at 7:35. I just heard that Man of Action song. Did you listen to the music?
No.
Awesome tune. So excited to talk to Terry about, and I'm halfway through the other song too, but Man of Action, just an amazing song. So Terry will be here at 7:35. We'll discuss, and but right now, it is time for us to move to our other total girl power kick-ass guest who joins us. She is the host of New Wisco Weekend here on WGBW and the Civic Media Radio Network, and she also is the Northeast Wisconsin News Bureau Chief at Civic Media, and she joins us now here. She's also, I'm proud to call her a pal, Miss Lisa Hale. Hi.
Hello there. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm staying out of trouble as best I can.
I'm sure that's tough for you, so I tip my hat to you, Lisa. I know you're a rabble rouser, and you're not afraid to mix things. To mix things up.
I am such a rabble rouser. It's not even funny. I mean, I'm in trouble every weekend. It's
But that's a good thing for a journalist, right?
No. No.
So I want to ask you first, before we jump into some color television talk, do you have a band that you feel is overrated or a musician?
Overrated.
Yeah. Like you don't understand their fame.
You know, I'm gonna say one that's kind of gonna be
I love it.
Controversial.
Well, you are a rabble rouser. We've just established that. So
I am, and
be fearless.
May he R.I.P. But I never really understood the Jimmy Buffett thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't get me wrong. I like the songs, Cheeseburger in
Yeah.
Paradise and all that, but the huge almost like Grateful Dead following he has. I just never understood it. But
Interesting.
everybody has their own musical taste, so I was almost cliche and almost said Nickelback, but that would have been too easy.
A lot of people say that. I don't know their music. I got to give them a listen because I've heard that before too.
Actually, they're not that bad. It's just they're a typical 3-chord band. So,
Yeah. But Jimmy Buffett, he's not like, I'm sure he's a better guitarist than he showcases, but like his songs are pretty, like if I can play them on the guitar, they're not difficult songs, but his lyrics, I think, I blow out my flip flop. I love it. Like
Stepped on a pop top.
Stepped on a pop top, living on sponge cake. Come on, I said Hall & Oates. Conrad said, who did you say, Con?
He said Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, yeah.
Yeah. Let me say this about that. Number one, Hall & Oates. Come on, we are talking about blue-eyed soul to the teeth. There, Daryl Hall has a voice that can't be beat, and John Oates does a great job when it comes to arranging the harmonies. So I will say that about them. Taylor Swift, come on, you got to give her props. She was from the time she was a child to now in her mid-30s. She has made music her business. So
she's great. Yeah, and again, I don't even know. I know "Shake It Off." That's the only song. Like I'm not like I'm sure I've heard her songs, but I just think she's a tiger. I love how she reclaimed all of her music, and she's, I think, donates to good causes and all that kind of stuff. I will say, Hall & Oates, I do like the song "She's Gone." That's a great tune. About breaking up. They have good songs. I just feel like I'd never go see them in concert, I don't know.
I don't think you're going to have that problem.
Right.
Because they don't tour together.
Correct.
And
I could go see Oates.
You could see Oates.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. All right. So I've been excited to have you on because you were here a couple months ago. We talked about Dexter. I was in the throes of the show.
Right.
I was really into it. I was only on season 3. You told me about season 4 with John Lithgow, the Trinity Killer.
The best season.
Lisa, that might be one of the best seasons of TV. I did not see the end coming. And I was like, and even without that end, I thought this was a really good season. And then it just blew my mind what happened. So, yeah, you were right about that. Now, the next season, season 5, started very slow for me because they were dealing with all and I was just ready to move past it.
Right.
But that season got really good. And then, without going into detail on every single season, how do you feel about the show and the way the original Dexter wrapped up?
The way the original Dexter wrapped up was kind of like anticlimactic. You know what I mean? And spoiler alert for anybody who's never watched the original series, I'm about to give a major spoiler alert.
They've had enough time.
Yeah. When he left on the boat, I honestly thought, okay, that's it. He and Deborah both will be in the water, and that's the way it should end. I thought he should have either died then or
right.
But then again, when they showed him in the lumberjack camp and just dead-eyed at the end, it made sense, but it just felt anticlimactic that he's starting a new life. So I did not really love the ending.
Yeah.
But it was what it was. And then we get New Blood some 8 years later, and New Blood was, did you watch New Blood?
I did. We'll get to that, but I want, again, there's going to be a spoiler here, folks. If you plan on watching Dexter, I am about to spoil something, so I'll just keep talking here for a couple of seconds if you want to turn your radio off, but I really liked the character Deb, and I was kind of I was sad to see her go at the end. I kept expecting her to wake up because she was so crazy too, and that wouldn't have surprised me either, just for the romantic in me that wanted a good ending. But the fact that they did what they did shows fearless writing to me, and it was consistent with the rest of the show. So I have no problem with the way the series ended.
The only thing I didn't like was how Dexter himself ended, because I don't think that Dexter Morgan would ever completely ignore the dark passenger and start his life anew somewhere else. I mean, he might start his life anew, but he would not stop with the dark passenger. He cannot. Once you have, and this is serial killer lore and serial killer 101, once they start, they are not going to stop unless they, quote, die or are in jail, period, or can no longer because they're no longer physically able to. So I just didn't like, and there's nothing wrong with how the writers did it because they did have to leave some sort of opening. People love that character so much and almost needed that character, needed somebody who was a dark avenger who was going to get rid of the evil in the world, even though he himself is evil,
That's what he is. He's a vigilante. He's like Batman, and that's why the character is so appealing on some level from a fantasy standpoint. But my guest is Lisa Hale. She is the host of New Wisco Weekend, which you can hear on WGBW this weekend. I contribute. Conrad contributes. Lisa does a great job hosting. She's also the Northeast Wisconsin bureau chief at Civic Media. I will say this, Lisa. You're right about the killing thing and the instinct and all that, but I thought after... it was almost believable too when you go to Dexter New Blood. Was that the next?
That was the next one. Yeah.
So when they went to that and he hadn't killed for a while, I was okay with that because even a serial killer, it seems like, could be traumatized. He lost his sister. His life has changed. He's not in Miami anymore. He's in this cold. I went with that he could just have needed a break.
Yeah. Well, I could see needing a break, but I really don't think somebody whose code is so ingrained not to allow the bad people to get away with it. That's why when in New Blood, he doesn't let the bad people get away with it, but he breaks his code in many ways in New Blood, which was a little weird for me, but that's okay.
How do you feel? So there was New Blood, Original Sin, Resurrection. I did not watch Original Sin. The first episode came on and they showed, I think, having a baby. And I'm like, I don't want to go back to Dexter in utero or that far back. I just didn't care about watch him kill animals or whatever these serial killers do. But if you tell me it's great, I'll go back and watch it. But which of the spinoffs were your favorite? And was there one you didn't care for?
I didn't care for New Blood.
Okay.
I mean, it didn't feel like Dexter. He felt like Dexter, like you said, in an emotional or a personality crisis. He's just not himself. Original Sin, I did like. I thought they cast it very, very well. The young man that they cast as Dexter, I thought did a great, great job. The young lady they cast as Deborah, foul-mouthed even in high school. Honey.
Oh, funny.
So it was great. But Resurrection, I really liked Resurrection.
Same.
It felt like Dexter in season 4. It felt that good.
That's great. Yeah, I agree with you. And there was one season of that, correct?
Yes.
So far. Yeah,
yes.
okay.
And it did get renewed. Original Sin was renewed, but then they unrenewed it.
Okay.
And now we have, you can tell I keep up with the Dexter stuff now, mind you. But Resurrection was renewed. We're going to get a second season of that. And I'm looking forward to it because the way it ended when he looks in the camera and goes, "You need me to do this." I was like, yes, baby, I do.
Okay, so I'll disagree with you on New Blood. I kind of liked it in terms of, I love Clancy Brown.
Who doesn't?
As an actor, yeah. So great. I first saw him in Bad Boys in like 1978. He was a teenage prisoner opposite Sean Penn. Great movie. Anyway, I'm a fan, and he was great, and the guy who played his son was great. And I thought it was believable in the universe because it was just a different setting. I liked that he tried to reset his life, but then Dexter, the Dark Passenger, came back. And so I was okay with that. Resurrection, I agree. And I like that Harrison is part of it too, his son. And that's an interesting dynamic. It's interesting to see Dexter still as a serial killer and a vigilante, but also as a father.
Right. And I think the Harrison character is going to be that leveler for Dexter, whereas Deb was the leveler, or his imaginings of his father was always his. I think now Harrison is going to be but does he keep with the code? Does he keep with the code
Right.
kind of thing? So
It'll be interesting to see. All right. Lisa Hale is here, folks. We're going to talk about, she's watching a couple new shows that I haven't seen yet that are very highly rated. So we'll get Lisa's opinion on the new NCIS spinoff, Tony and Ziva. Am I saying that right? Ziva?
you are saying that right. Yes.
All right. And we'll talk a little Matlock with the awesome Kathy Bates.
Kathy
and then-
Bates. Oh my God.
Come on. She's out. She's one of those natural actors. And I get to say I was in a movie with her, even though I didn't have a scene with her. So, but
Were you really? Which one?
People don't need to hear that. Relative Strangers.
Really?
So we could,
Okay.
Yeah, you could Google it during the break if you don't believe me, Lise.
Oh no, I believe you. I believe
know you
you. I
do.
just.
And we're going to dip our toe into some scary movies. Maybe we'll give Lisa a quick scary movie quiz, too. We'll see how that goes. This is
Ooh.
Pete Schwaba and Nightlight. So much more to come. Great to have you with me on this Friday night on the Civic Media Radio Network.
This is the Civic Media Radio Network.
During Medicare's open enrollment, it's common to receive mailers and see TV commercials that say you're missing out on some benefits. Before you respond to these ads, turn to Wisconsin Senior Medicare Patrol, here to help you prevent, detect, and report Medicare fraud. Don't be misled into enrolling in a plan that doesn't meet your health needs or cover your medications. Visit the Wisconsin Senior Medicare Patrol website at smpwi.org.
Hey, Northeast Wisconsin, this is Kristen Ambos with the Always On Point podcast and Point Mortgage. On Sundays at 10 to 11 a.m., you'll find me on the Civic Media app, as well as 1590 AM, 97.9 FM, and all podcast platforms where we'll discuss everything mortgage, real estate, and market related. Any questions? Text them to 920-606-1156. Join me every Sunday.
Streaming TV is where it's at. It's not about cutting the cord anymore. It's all about your customized TV options. With the best and cheapest high-speed internet and your own TV subscriptions, we've got your dream TV lineup. Between wired and satellite internet and TV, save money and get more internet speed and better TV today by calling the Whole Home Connect.
800-217-9129. 800-217-9129. 800-217-9129.
Appleton Cigar Company on College Avenue has been serving the community for over 25 years. If you are a cigar aficionado looking for a one-of-a-kind experience, you need to check out Appleton Cigar, which boasts the largest selection of cigars north of Milwaukee with over 706 cigars to choose from in a walk-in humidor. The Cigar Lounge offers an impressive variety of spirits and cocktails that pair perfectly with a premium cigar. For the full experience, come to Appleton Cigar at 415 College Ave, Monday through Saturday, 11:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. For more information, go to appletoncigar.com.
Did you know it's almost National Make a Difference Day? It's Amanda with another new Wisco 411 for you. And you can make your National Make a Difference Day great, locally, by joining the Green Bay Conservation Corps at John Muir Park. On Saturday, October 25th from 9 till 12, they're going to be at the park to remove invasive species in preparation for a nature trail. They ask you wear long pants and closed-toed shoes. This event is open to all ages and abilities, so sign up in advance, head to wgbw.fm and click events.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns, it's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
Welcome back. This almost here. Folks, the weekend is almost upon us. Most of you, it's already started. Conrad and I have another hour or so. It is a Bar Band Friday night. Terry BARR will be here at 7:35 tonight with awesome tunes and great conversation as always. And Dave on the stream, I knew he was doing this. He said Bruce Springsteen is overrated. Once my favorite, but he got weird. His music is great. His concerts are great. And then he said to mess with Pete. That's what my listeners do, Lise. They mess with me.
It makes sense.
I think you're muted.
Oh, I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be muted.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you for. I like to be messed with. Actually, I'm one of those people. I can take it. I can dish it out, but I can take it. You there, Lise?
I'm here.
Okay. We have a phone call. Conrad, is this for Lisa?
For both of you.
Okay. Lise, can we take a phone call?
Sure.
All right. Who do we have?
Richard from Waukesha.
Richard from Waukesha. Good evening, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Pretty good today. I got these oldie groups that I think are overrated. Is that all right?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dave Clark 5.
Okay.
And Paul Revere and the Raiders.
Oh, yeah. Does Dave Clark...
That goes back in history.
Yeah.
That was the British invasion.
I think, is Dave Clark, are they the ones that sing Try to Remember the Times of September?
I'm not sure about that one. I kind of confused the two groups, actually. They did some pretty good songs, but, they were like Kiss. They were all costumed up.
Oh, yeah.
And they put on a great show. Paul Revere had the high boots and the red coat, like the...
Yeah.
And they were kind of different in that way, more stage actors.
Yeah.
I do remember the song Kicks.
Yeah.
That was a big song of theirs, I remember.
Yeah.
I don't know much of their stuff,
that was a huge song. That was WOKY all day.
Richard, thank you for the call, buddy. Have a great night.
Have a good night.
You too, pal.
Bye.
All right. That's great. Lisa Hale is here. She is the host of New Wisco Weekend, which you can hear right here on WGBW this weekend a couple times, right, Lisa?
No, on WGBW, it airs at 8 o'clock on Sunday morning. On WISS, which is the Civic Media radio station in Oshkosh and Appleton, it airs at 8 a.m. on Saturday and 11 a.m. on Sunday. And you, of course, can find it at civicmedia.us.
Love it. That's great. And it's such a great show. As I mentioned earlier, I'm a contributor. I do a classic movie pick every week. Con contributes. Terry BARR, Brittany Merlot. It's just a lot of fun and a great show. So definitely
I have to say, I could not do it without Terry. Terry is like my rock. So I appreciate her so much.
Yeah, Terry is the antithesis of someone who mails it in. I mean, with all the stuff she does here, it's really incredible. And she never misses a Friday with us either. She's outstanding. So
I have to say something, Pete.
Yeah.
I did something during the break, and I have to confess.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Dexter style or?
No. Well, kind of. A little bit of stalking. I went to your IMDb page.
Oh, okay.
Because I had never been to your IMDb page. And I love your profile pic, dude.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Frank. It's my Frank That was my COVID photo. I had never had a mustache. Ever, just a mustache, and I grew it, and my son grew one with me, and I ended up kind of looking like Frank Zappa or something there.
You do look a little bit like Frank Zappa in that, but yeah, I had to stalk your page for just a second.
Oh, stalk away. My pleasure.
Well, I'm jealous. I don't have an IMDb page, so I'm a little jealous.
Well, it's not too late, Lise.
I don't know. I'm 15 years old, so
you take some acting classes. It's never too late.
I could take a few classes. I'm sure. Yeah, but I mean,
what happens.
There's other actresses my age that they'd much prefer to have. I'm sure.
It's all politics, right?
I know, right?
Hey, before we move on to these other shows, I have to ask you, what do you do? Like, you liked all of the Dexter. You've read the books. When that came to an end. And I do this too. It's so hard. It's not hard to find a good show, but it's hard to find a show that you like feel part of and you're immersed in the universe. What did you do? Or what do you do when Dexter's done and you got to find something else?
I mourned a little bit.
Sure.
But then, I think I think Dexter was already over when Hannibal came out. The TV show Hannibal. Do you remember that one with Mads
do, yeah.
Mikkelsen? And so that filled that need for murder and mayhem that I have.
You just like the killers.
I do. I admit that. I am a basic white girl when it comes to that. I love my serial killers. So, that took the place for a little bit. And I look for stuff that has that really good writing, that has that hook and pulls you into the universe. So like From, which I am proud to say I introduced you to.
Yeah.
I told you to watch From.
You did. I watched the first season.
Yeah, that's another good one that pulls you in and is
For
so
sure.
out there. So that's what I look for when it comes to series. That, and then I go the complete opposite direction in the Great British Bake Off. So,
That's a good varied library you've got going there. Can we keep you through the news and talk to you about some scary movies?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll stick around.
We've got about a minute left. Kathy Bates, Matlock, how is it?
God, it is so good. She is phenomenal, and there's little twists that happen in every single episode, and I just cannot believe the caliber of acting. I've always loved Kathy Bates, but
Same.
in this, she just is so good. And I know she said that this is her last thing that she's going to do, this series, and I'm
really?
like, yeah, and I'm like, I don't know, man. This might get you an even, bigger career than you already have.
Yeah.
But
we'll see if those offers keep rolling in, if she can still say no.
She is so fantastic.
Lisa's going to stick around through intermission here and be back for a few minutes of Act 2. We're going to give her a quick scary movie quiz because she's been watching scary movies. That'll be fun. They're not too tough. Don't panic, Lisa.
Okay, good, because, yeah.
We are coming right back, folks, for Hour 2 of Nightlight. After this, I'm Pete Schwaba on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you.
If it happens in Wisconsin,
Local news and timeless hits. WGBW, Denmark, Green Bay.
ABC News, I'm Dave Packard. President Trump this afternoon commuting the prison sentence of former New York Congressman George Santos. He pleaded guilty to wire fraud and identity theft. ABC's Mary Bruce.
Now, during his brief political career, Santos was caught lying about where he went to college, his previous employment, and his charity endeavors. He even claimed his mother died in 9/11 and that his grandparents were Holocaust survivors, claims that were not true.
At the White House today, Ukraine's President Zelensky making the case to President Trump for a deal to buy U.S. long-range Tomahawk missiles to use on Russian military bases. It's coming 24 hours after Trump's phone call with Vladimir Putin. Since that call, Trump has seemed more cautious about supplying Ukraine with the weapons. John Bolton turned himself in today, pleaded not guilty to charges accusing the former Trump national security advisor turned critic of emailing classified information to family members and keeping top-secret documents. Bolton released on his own recognizance. This is ABC News. It's been over 3 months since the deadly Central Texas floods hit, and federal recovery efforts have been spotty.
Kerr County, northwest of San Antonio, was dealt the hardest hit by the Independence Day flash floods, including the disaster at Camp Mystic. But so far, only about 1/5 of applicants for federal disaster assistance from Kerr County have been deemed eligible to get financial help. The Texas Tribune reports that 9 other counties with less extensive damage have received a higher proportion of approvals from FEMA, leaving Kerr County officials wondering what's going on. Jim Ryan, ABC News, Dallas.
Ford is recalling more than 290,000 vehicles in the U.S. because the rearview camera system may not display images properly in certain conditions. The recall covers 2020 through 2022 F-250s SD, F-350 SD, and F-450 SD vehicles. And Formula One announcing a 5-year deal with Apple to become the U.S. broadcast partner, replacing ESPN starting next season. Dave Packer, ABC News.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
The Elder Care Locator is here to help you live your best life as you age at home. Our call center advisors are ready to connect you with trustworthy local experts. Help is just a phone call away at 1-800-677-1116.
Missed your favorite show live on air? It's easy to find what you enjoy wherever you listen to podcasts, including Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. And we're always streaming on TuneIn and the Civic Media app.
The Brewers fall again. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with Sports Baseball. The Brewers lost again to the Dodgers, 3-1. They tried to rally in the ninth, but came up empty and struggled to see the ball while at bat due to some shadows at Dodger Stadium, according to the manager, Pat Murphy.
And we had man on second, nobody out at the end, and our hottest hitter up, and he couldn't get him over. So those types of things happen. Your offense isn't going to click. We did some good things, but didn't get the big hit. Had a bunch of strikeouts when it was very difficult to see.
With a win tonight in Game 4, the Dodgers would be the first team in 16 years to return to the World Series back-to-back. Manager Dave Roberts.
I think the thing about our guys is they're battle-tested, and they know that I've never lost faith in them.
College football, the Wisconsin Badgers host the Ohio State Buckeyes, the number one ranked team in the nation. Kickoff 2:30 tomorrow afternoon at Camp Randall Stadium. The Buckeyes are 26-point favorites. With Sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Mostly cloudy for tonight, a few showers and storms around, and lows in the upper 50s. For tomorrow, any early showers wrap up, then return partly sunny, a high in the low 70s. More storms are possible Saturday night, carrying over into early Sunday. It's 69 degrees right now.
Lean Local with Jim Schmidt.
So what's going on with the government shutdown? And what about agricultural and rural issues? Join me and Congressman Tony Weed.
Sunday mornings at 9 on 97.9 WGBW and streaming on the Civic Media app.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Being blind doesn't look how others may think.
Retinitis pigmentosa aimed to overwhelm my family.
It tried to cut me down.
I know where to find support.
Learn more at fightingblindness.org, a public service message from the Foundation Fighting Blindness.
You are never far away from your favorite radio station. We're always streaming on TuneIn and the Civic Media app.
Broadcasting live from the Civic Media Studios in Green Bay, this is Night Light with Pete Schwaba, your inside source on everything entertainment from Wisconsin to Hollywood. And now, a guy who never leaves the house without wearing a cup, Pete Schwaba.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for Act 2 of Night Light on this glorious Friday night here in the state of Wisconsin. Such a gorgeous night in our beautiful state. It is a BARR Band Friday night, ladies and gentlemen. Terry BARR will be here at 7:35, and she has got outstanding music tonight, and she never ceases to amaze me. So you're going to find out some about some really great local stuff if you can stick around for BARR Band Friday night. We talked about our not least favorite bands, but overrated bands. That's our question of the night. What is a rock band or a musician that is really overrated, in your opinion? I said Hall & Oates. I kind of said Bon Jovi, too, but I pick on Bon Jovi a lot. Not that they care, because they're Bon Jovi. But I said Hall & Oates, and Conrad said Taylor Swift.
Yes.
I keep forgetting. She broke my heart. You know, I'm trying to put that behind me.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about that.
One of my exes, you know. And, but a couple people, Chris Moreau, Civic Media's own Chris Moreau said U2. I think they're underrated, if anything, but that's why this is such a great discussion. So let us know who you think is overrated when it comes to rock bands or musicians, folks. Conrad and I also talked about earlier when a guy passed me today on the right and then kind of juked around me and then passed the car in front of me on the left to make a left turn onto Main Street here in Green Bay. It was horribly dangerous. The guy was probably in his 70s with no shirt and moobs, but he was in a hurry. And Conrad and I discussed where we thought that guy could be going. A guy in his 70s with no shirt. Where are you in a hurry
grocery
to?
Store.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that should have been our question of the night. Who knows? Right now, it is my pleasure to bring back onto the show my guest who helped us close out the first hour. She is the host of New Wisco Weekend here on Civic Media and does a great job as the news bureau chief here in Northeast Wisconsin as well. And she's a good pal, Lisa Hale.
Howdy,
Welcome
howdy.
Back. Howdy. So, all right, you said you had, it's October.
Right.
And I think I would love to find out what you thought. You saw 2 scary movies. You've been watching them leading up to Halloween. What can you recommend to listeners?
Ooh, if you want me to recommend, I don't like scary movies like, say, the Friday the 13th and the Saws and all that anymore.
I hate the Saws. Yeah.
Oh, I really despise the Saws. Don't get me started. But because, I've outgrown that. When I was younger, oh yeah, a slasher film was great. But now I've outgrown that. I want more substance to my scary films. So I go back, there's classic scary films that I like. The Others is one of the best ghost stories ever put on film, if you ask me. Tell me you've seen The Others.
I have not. I haven't seen a high amount of scary films because I don't like slasher film. I don't mind being scared, but I don't need to see the special
I can't
effects,
tell you anything more about The Others.
Okay.
I can't say another word other than Nicole Kidman is in it. You must watch. No, but she's good, and you must. Christopher Eccleston's in it too. You must watch The Others. Find it somewhere. It is a ghost story to beat all. I love it so much.
Now, see, from 2001 and 84% on Rotten Tomatoes, and that's kind of before Nicole Kidman turned really strange, in my opinion. So I will definitely check that out.
Yeah,
I love a good ghost story.
It is. It's a good ghost story. Another one that I really enjoyed that is a more recent film was Black Phone. Oh, I really thought that was very, very well written. And then if you want to go classic, kind of not even classic, but taking a classic monster per se, and we're going to talk about vampires. If you're going to watch any one vampire film, make it Sinners.
Oh, love Sinners.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Actually, that was my favorite movie of the year until I saw One Battle After Another. And now I would say they're still neck and neck, but Sinners is a masterpiece.
It really is. It
on all
really
cylinders.
is.
Yeah, it's great. Those are both great recommendations, Lise. Hey, do you mind if we give you a quick scary movie quiz?
You can. I don't know that I'll do so good, but I'll try.
I think you're going to be okay. I think you'll do just fine.
Okay.
All right. Lisa Hale is here, folks. She is the host of New Wisco Weekend here on the Civic Media Radio Network. You can hear it on WGW, or if you're listening on WISS, or you can go to civicmedia.us, and all the podcasts are cataloged from past shows. It's a great show. She has agreed to take the Nightlight Classic Halloween Movie Quiz compiled by the kid Conrad. You already looked depressed, Conrad. The Brewers haven't even started yet. What is going on over there? You just look like this hangdog expression.
It's just the thought of the Brewers.
Oh, poor Con.
I know. Are you a Brewer fan, Lise?
It's sports.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that has a ball, and I know that people throw it or do something with it. That's about the extent of my sports.
Yeah, I'm familiar with sports.
That's a good analogy of sports.
Thanks for breaking that down like only a journalist could.
That's me, honey.
All right, here we go. Our classic Halloween movie quiz taken by Lisa Hale.
Oh, boy.
Number 1, and these are multiple guess. So,
okay.
And I will
good.
say, when I looked this over, the first question was the hardest, so don't panic.
Okay.
In Hocus Pocus from 1993, what are the names of the 3 witch sisters? Is it A, Pete, Peter, and Patricia? B, Winifred, Sarah, and Mary. C, Sabrina, Elvira, and Morticia. Or D, Con, Connie, or Cortado.
It's Winifred, Sarah, and Mary. Definitely.
Very well done. Very well done. You're going to sail through the rest of this now.
Okay.
All right, number 2. What kind of creature is Michael Myers in Halloween from 1978? A, a vampire. B, a teen wolf. C, a human serial killer. Or D, a ghost.
That one's so hard. A human serial killer?
Yes, very well done. Now, I almost might have said ghost there because isn't he kind of dead? Or?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
He could be considered a zombie too, because he's kind of not living.
True.
But
Well, that's kind of why I was thinking. Like we probably would have given you Ghost as well.
yeah.
Number 3, in Beetlejuice from 1988. What must you say 3 times to summon him? A, goosebumps. B, yummy. C, Beetlejuice. Or D, it's dark outside.
You have to say Beetle breakfast, Beetle orange, Beetle juice, Beetle juice,
Perfect.
Beetle juice.
Well done. You are crushing this, Lise. You're 3 for 3. Number 4, who is the friendly ghost in a 1995 Halloween-themed family movie? Is it A, Danny Phantom? Love his work. B, Ghosty. C, Schwab's. Or D, Casper?
It's D. Casper. Oh my gosh. I was so scared that you were going to be tough on me, and these are
know.
easy.
Now I feel like maybe we should have been, but you're doing
No,
well. All right.
no.
Number 5, what kind of monster is the main character in Frankenstein from 1931? A, a vampire. B, a stitched together human creation. D, a mummy. C, a mummy. Or D, Mark Wahlberg.
Okay, who came up with the A, B, C, and D? Was that Con or was that you?
Yeah, it's Con. Yeah.
Putting Mark Wahlberg in there was classic.
He knows how to push my buttons.
Let's see. I would say that Frankenstein himself was none of the above.
Oh, well, he did say what kind of monster is the main character in Frankenstein.
Okay, well then I'll give him that. It's a stitched together human.
Yeah, awesome. Well, you're cruising, my friend. 5 for 5. All right, number 6. What Halloween only 94 more to go, Lise.
Okay.
What Halloween movie features the quote, "It's just a bunch of hocus pocus"? Is it A, The Nightmare Before Christmas, B, Hocus Pocus, C, The Addams Family, or D, Jumanji?
It's Hocus Pocus.
6 for 6. Conrad, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Number 7, in The Nightmare Before Christmas in 1993, what is Jack Skellington's nickname? Is it A, gross-looking thingy, B, the Skeleton King, D, the Pumpkin King, or D, the Ghost Host?
I don't know this one. I think it's the Skeleton King. I think, but it could be the Pumpkin King. I think it's Skeleton King, though.
I was trying to cheat for you, but I'm sorry, that is not correct.
Is it
It's
the
Pumpkin King? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You had it with King. You were very close.
Oh.
All right, 3 more. Here we go.
Okay.
What classic movie features a vampire named Count Dracula? Oh, God, seriously, Conrad?
Conrad.
Is it A, the Invisible Man, B, Dracula, C, the Mummy, D, the Godfather of Green Bay?
It's Dracula. But Conrad, you are terrible putting the Godfather of Green Bay in there.
He's like averaging 1 per every other here. Like he takes a funny. You could have put Schwab's for that one too. All right.
True.
Number 9. What type of creature is featured in the movie Gremlins from 1984? Is it A, zombies, B, goblins, C, mischievous little monsters, or D, tourists?
Well, it's C, mischievous little monsters, and aren't they called Mogwai?
Ooh.
I don't know.
The bottom line is you got the answer right, Liz.
You got it right.
I forgot about Mogwai. All right. 10th and final question. Which of these is a Tim Burton movie? A, Coraline, B, Monster House, C, Paranorman, or D, Beetlejuice?
That's not fair.
Why?
I think it's Coraline, but all of them I think had Danny Elfman music in it, so it's like.
Well, the question is which of these is a Tim Burton movie?
Right. And, Tim Burton uses Danny Elfman all the time, so that's how I connect things.
Oh,
I
I
think
see
it's
what you're saying.
Coraline, though. I think.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry, it is Beetlejuice.
Oh, man.
Oh, I thought you'd get that one.
Well, yeah, I thought.
Lisa, you are awesome, and you are so much fun. Thank you for being on this show. Keep up the great work with New Wisco Weekend. It's such a great show, and I'm thrilled and honored to be a part of it. And let's do this again soon.
Absolutely.
All right, my friend. Have a great night. Don't watch
You
too
too.
many scary movies. You'll be up all night.
No, nothing keeps me awake. Are you kidding? I'm a journalist. We sleep through anything.
I believe that. All right. Have a great night. Thank you, Lisa Hale.
Bye.
Bye. Check out New Wisco Weekend, folks, and check out her newscast. She is so good at, I'm always kind of fascinated by people who are good at news and they're good at something else too, like hosting a show. Because have you ever done NewsCon? You ever broke a story?
No.
See, I could never keep my cool. I was always like, "Oh my God, listen to this," and that's not how that's not how a journalist should do things.
That's a way to grab attention, though.
Yeah, who's this moron? Let's go to some text. We're kind of behind on our text. Our question tonight is, "What is your name a band?" Why won't my computer work? What rock band or musician is really overrated? I forgot I put "really" in there. From the 920, wait, where am I? I'm sorry. From the 608, John Murray says, hanging with his... Is that not for us, Con?
That is for what that guy is doing, speeding past you. Where is he going? He's hanging with the side piece at the park.
Boy, she must be a catch based on his wardrobe. That's great. And I did tell people to text in about that. I missed that somehow. All right. And John says, go, man, go. All right, we will finish. We will read more of your text coming up next. Almost a whole block for texts. That's what we do here at Nightlight. And Terry BARR coming up at 7:35 for Bar Band Friday night. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're coming back. This is a very short break. It's Pete Schwaba and Nightlight.
Don't stop.
From Ashwaubenon to Alloway, this is 97.9 WGBW.
With locations in Appleton and Oshkosh, Insight Eye Care has been serving the Fox Valley since 1972, offering comprehensive eye care services. Their doctors also share a special interest in treating chronic dry eye disease, providing specialty contact lenses, and expert pediatric eye care. Find Insight Eye Care on North Sawyer Street in Oshkosh and Chain Drive in Appleton, improving lives by improving sight with quality eye care for everyone in your family. Insight Eye Care. Visit WIinsight.com to schedule your eye exam today.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why Big Wireless wants you on an unlimited plan? They probably want you to cover the cost of those 20-somethings using all that data every month. But most people 50 and up like me only use 12 gigs or less. Don't get bamboozled by Big Wireless. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Our plans start at just $20, and we use the same towers as the big guys. Join the millions who choose something better, because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for autopay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
I was stuck in a state of panic and endless rituals, so I made the call.
Mental health care works when you make the call. Visit mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
Missed your favorite show live on air? It's easy to find what you enjoy wherever you listen to podcasts, including Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. And we're always streaming on TuneIn and the Civic Media app.
We are the National Park Foundation, and together with you, we're creating a future where every person, every generation, gets their chance at an unforgettable moment. Learn more at nationalparks.org.
As Wisconsin has a game of
Nightlight with Pete Schwaba. It's a fun Friday, Con. You got to admit.
I agree.
I know you're trying to preemptively be depressed about the Brewers. I get it. It's
I thought about this. It's already happened. The game 2 and game 3 kind of is just like, all right, nothing else can hurt me now.
Here's what I will say: has anyone ever been down 3-0 in baseball and come back? Okay,
the Red Sox.
Yes.
David Ortiz was on the team. I forget what year it was,
That
but
was incredible.
Netflix actually just dropped a documentary on that team, which is I might watch that. Sounds
maybe
pretty
like
cool.
03, 01, something like that.
Was David Ortiz?
Yeah, Big Pappy, right?
Yeah, Big Pappy.
I thought it was in the early 2000s, but he. But listen, all I'm going to say is, if the Brewers are able to somehow come back, how euchre like
I guess that's.
People would lose their minds, and say this is some kind of euchre intervention, right?
Well, it all starts with one game at a time.
One game.
They just got to win today.
Get a little bit of momentum. Absolutely. Our question of the night, folks, is, you still have time to get in on this if you want, is what rock band or musician is really overrated? And in the 608, we've got Anna from Madison says, hi, Pete and Conrad. The most overrated rock band is Kiss. That's number 2 for Kiss tonight. The most overrated performer is Kanye West. This afternoon, I saw No Packers, No Life, a great movie. I'm so excited to see that. Was Todd Alba out there today?
Yeah, he might have been.
I think he did like a remote. But one of the songs that Terry is bringing us tonight for Bar Band Friday night in just a few minutes is from that movie, and it's really good. Great text, Anna. Thank you. John from the 608 says, Zamfir is so overrated. Pan flute. Come on. That's a great text, John, but maybe he's underrated as pan flutes go. I just don't know enough about the pan flute, but great text. Angie from Monroe in the 608 says, hey, now, it's more like alcohol than someone with the marijuana. Oh, I can't remember what you're talking about.
Still the where he's going?
The guy with no shirt and the moobs? Maybe. Thanks, Angie. John Murray, also in the 608, says, Hole was talentless. Oh, that's Kurt Cobain's Courtney Love's band. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan either, John. Angie from Monroe says, Kid Rock, totally agree.
Yeah, you don't like him, do you?
I don't like him. Write your own song. Stop sampling.
And you didn't like
and put a shirt on.
You didn't like his hair or something like that?
I don't like much about him. But you know what? I did like a couple of his tunes. Again, the one he did with Sheryl Crow, kind of a nice ballad. I liked it. But it's something, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm not a huge fan of his music. And maybe he's great. Look, this is my opinion. I don't know much about music. Bridget from the 818 says, Beyonce. That's as controversial as Kid Rock. No? She dresses better, though.
I would say.
John from Madison again in the 608. Britney, commercial only, can't sing live. There's a lot of people like that.
Britney Spears?
Britney Spears, yeah. And I think Madonna was like that, too. Madonna, they had tracks of her singing, and they played them and released them. And apparently it was awful. Tony the trucker in the 608 says, Pete, don't understand the Village People's music. However, I do get the diverse costumes. Yeah, I'm with you there, Tony. They had a couple cool tunes, though. How much money have they made off YMCA? It's at every wedding. Not that you have to pay a residual for that, but Macho Man in the Navy. Come on, the hits just keep on coming, Tony. Steady Eddie says, Pete, Taylor Swift is way overrated. Her net wealth is $1.6 billion. Are you kidding me? She is pretty, a cultural phenomenon, and a great businesswoman, but to me, she is a mediocre music maker.
I totally agree.
You guys are kindred spirits, Conrad. Hall & Oates overrated? Yes, but the song Sarah Smile is beautiful. Yeah, I like Sarah Smile. That's a good one. And She's Gone. He says, I picked the Beatles over the Stones. I think they were more creative and willing to experiment and grow and knew when to call it quits. The Stones are still doing their same old hits 60 years later. Why? I'll tell you why, Steady Eddie. Cha-ching.
Yeah, the only reason for them to keep doing it.
I mean, and what else are they going to do? Like, if Mick Jagger isn't up on stage dancing around, what is he going to do? Like, I think that's a job I would never retire from. The Rush has got to be amazing. I'm sure they get sick of the songs, but maybe they've got such a huge song catalog, they probably, mix it up sometimes. But thank you, Steady Eddie, as usual. Monica from Mount Horeb in the 608 says, Hootie and the Blowfish. All their music sounded the same. That's interesting, Monica. When you said that, I was like, Hootie and the Blowfish, okay, I liked a couple of their songs, but I'm with you that they all sounded the same. And as a result, they didn't last that long.
Quick question. Which one of the Friends characters kissed one of the Blowfishes?
Monica.
It was, yeah.
It was Monica, right?
Yeah.
And it was a Blowfish, though. It wasn't Hootie.
It was a Blowfish.
Hootie had already broken off and gone on his own. Darius Rucker's got his own career and everything. I just want to say this. This drives me crazy. I write these Hollywood beats, and I comb all the trade papers and all the gossip stuff, looking for fun stories that I can, write up, make a joke about, or just be informative, because I break all the big stories, like Lisa Hale. And this drove me crazy. The New York Post is the worst. The fall of an icon. Diane Keaton's cause of death revealed after shocking passing at age 79. Then you read the article, and it's like, well, she died of pneumonia. She wasn't young. And she battled skin cancer. It's such a misleading headline.
Well, it's, they do it to get the clicks.
Of course they do. But sometimes they don't. It's not like everything they post is like that. So in this, I was like, oh my God, what was she into? I was expecting heroin or meth or something. And it's like, oh, she's died of pneumonia like many people who are 80 years old. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to get you too excited, but in just a few minutes, our pal Terry BARR will be here. It's a BARR Band Friday night, and we are coming right back. It's Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite.
Love is nothing more than this. Tell me one thing more than this. There's nothing.
From Hobart to Bay Settlement, 97.9 WGBW.
ABC News, I'm Dave Packard. President Trump this afternoon commuting the prison sentence of former New York Congressman George Santos. He pleaded guilty to wire fraud and identity theft. ABC's Mary Bruce.
Now, during his brief political career, Santos was caught lying about where he went to college, his previous employment, and his charity endeavors. He even claimed his mother died in 9/11 and that his grandparents were Holocaust survivors, claims that were not true.
At the White House today, Ukraine's President Zelensky making the case to President Trump for a deal to buy U.S. long-range Tomahawk missiles to use on Russian military bases. It's coming 24 hours after Trump's phone call with Vladimir Putin. Since that call, Trump has seemed more cautious about supplying Ukraine with the weapons. John Bolton turned himself in today, pleaded not guilty to charges accusing the former Trump national security advisor turned critic of emailing classified information to family members and keeping top-secret documents. Bolton released on his own recognizance. This is ABC News.
It's the Brewers and Dodgers in L.A. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. It's the Brewers and Dodgers for Game 4 of the National League Championship Series tonight. We'll have a recap for you after the game. College football, the Badgers host number 1 ranked Ohio State tomorrow at 2:30. NFL, the Packers play the Cardinals in Arizona on Sunday. I asked Matt LaFleur, how demanding is it every week for quarterback Jordan Love to mentally prepare for a game?
Yeah, it's always, there's going to be homework. I think that's what the great ones do, and I think that's what our quarterback does. And every guy's a little bit different in how they're able to retain whatever it is that you're telling them. And I think Jordan's got unbelievable recall, and the longer we've been together, the easier he gets it. So now we got a great test this week. I think, like we mentioned, this defense, they do a lot of things that are going to test you in regards to showing you one thing, playing another, and having complementary looks.
That's Packers head coach Matt LaFleur with Sports. I'm Mike Clemens.
On your entertainment beat, I'm Pete Schwaba. Diane Keaton's cause of death has been revealed. The actress passed away at the age of 79 on October 11th at her home in Los Angeles. According to Yahoo Entertainment, the actress's family says Keaton died of pneumonia. The Annie Hall star had 2 battles with skin cancer in recent years and has also dealt with an eating disorder. Her daughter Dexter and son Duke said they were grateful for the support shown for their mother's passing. There were 2 great movies out this year that were totally original and unbelievably well executed in Sinners and One Battle After Another. Original movies can be done, but this is Hollywood, and according to Empire Online, there will be a new movie based on the Flintstones in space, also known as the Jetsons. Sigh. I guess the good news is Jim Carrey is being looked at for the part of George Jetson. Plenty of great filmmakers out there, but they're going back to a cartoon from 1962. Well done, Hollywood. For more showbiz fun, tune in to Nightlight with me, Pete Schwaba, weeknights from 6 to 8 p.m. on the Civic Media Radio Network.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Mostly cloudy for tonight, a few showers and storms around, and lows in the upper 50s. For tomorrow, any early showers wrap up, then return partly sunny, a high in the low 70s. More storms are possible Saturday night, carrying over into early Sunday. It's 69 degrees right now.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You are never far away from your favorite radio station. We're always streaming on TuneIn and the Civic Media app. And if you missed your favorite show or game, listen to a podcast of it anytime on the app or our website, civicmedia.us.
Small businesses are the heart of America. As the nation's largest nonprofit resource of expert business mentoring, SCORE has helped millions of entrepreneurs build their businesses for free. Find a mentor today at score.org.
Jane Matnair and Greg Bob. Time to check out original music with BARR Band Friday on Nightlight. Now, your host, Pete Schwaba, and special guest, Terry BARR.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to one of our favorite times of the week. It is 7:35 on a Friday night, and that can only mean one thing. Our pal and MaxSync radio co-host and our Wisconsin music expert, Terry BARR, joins us now over the stream, and she has outdone herself, folks. If you don't like the music she brought this week, I will give you your money back. It's free, Terry. It doesn't matter to me. How are you?
I'm good. How are you and Conrad doing, and how are all the listeners?
So far, so good. We have a great question tonight. And I kind of chose this because I knew you would be here. And the question is, what is a really overrated band or musician? And, you know, but it's kind of serendipitous. Like, it's a good question, but also Ace Frehley passed away. I know you're a huge Kiss fan, so I am sorry for your loss. I don't mean that facetiously. I know that we get connected to musicians and people that bring so much joy to our lives. So I am sorry about his passing.
Yes.
But do you have a band that you think is overrated?
I was listening earlier, and I heard someone say it was Kiss. And I would absolutely argue against that, but that's okay. I appreciate everybody's opinions. You know, I had to really think about this and kind of think outside the box, because when you listen to pop music, current pop music, I don't know, it all sounds the same. And how are they making it? And the people that are really so good are not. But I think what really gets me is all the K-pop music.
Okay.
Are they singing? Do they sing? Do they write their songs? I can't stand it.
Con, I'm going to change Terry's mind on that. I think when we go to the break, a little BTS. Let's fire that. We haven't played that in a while either. So I think Conrad's with you. I give him all these songs. He plays like 2 of them. So he either hates my taste in music or he finds
That's a good indication, yes.
So I will agree with you, though. Like, Rock and Roll All Night.
Yeah.
I Was Made for Loving You. Detroit Rock City. That was the first album I owned, was Destroyer. And I mean, Dr. Love's a little late. I'm not saying they don't have their...
every band does, but who put out music in the way that they did and stood up and said, "We are going to be famous." You know, it's like they had that mantra in their head when they were kids and they made it happen. It's
Right.
incredible. Yeah.
Here's
And
another one I like of theirs. I just had it here. Where God of Thunder? No. King of the Nighttime World.
oh, that's a
What
fun
a
one.
great song, right?
Yeah.
So,
If you
sorry, you were
listen
gonna say
to
something.
Ace Frehley's solo album, though, obviously it
Yeah.
was the bestseller of the time.
That's what I hear. Yeah.
Those songs back to back to back still stand up today. Of course, New York Groove is still played all the time.
Huh.
And the very first song on that album is actually my favorite. It's called Rip It Out. And he's talking about some girl that took his heart and ripped it out of his chest and how that felt.
Oh, wow.
And I just love it. It's such a jam, too.
Oh, that's great. Yes, I was just reading about him yesterday and how
Yeah.
his solo album was considered critically too the best of all of their solo
Yes.
albums because they all did one. So
Yes. What
anyway,
a
I knew we
time.
were going to have some Kiss talk with you, and I was
Thank
happy
you. I
about
appreciate
that. So,
that.
oh, absolutely. Conrad's most overrated was Taylor Swift. Mine was Hall &
Oh.
Oates. So
Ooh.
you know,
Okay.
slightly controversial. I don't know. Let's jump into some music here tonight.
Oh my gosh.
I like both of these songs. One of them blew me away. I love it, and it's part of a movie. Should we start with that one, or should we start with Dylan Chambers or?
It's
Driftless
your
Pony
show,
Club?
Pete. You
I know,
tell me
but
which.
yeah,
What are you
but
feeling? What are you feeling?
let's go with Dylan Chambers first. Then
Okay.
Let's do an opening. I feel like Driftless Pony Club is kind of a showstopper, so let's
Yeah.
let that headline. But Dylan Chambers, a great tune. I really like what you had to say about this in the connection to Wisconsin too.
It's incredible. Sam Lyons is the connection to Wisconsin. Born and raised in Madison, he only moved to LA a year ago, and only because he wanted to see what would happen. He felt young enough, he didn't have any ties. So off he goes. He writes his whole new album out there. It is now up for a Grammy. So
What?
something is
wow.
inspiring him. He made it through the first round of voting for Grammys. So again, his name is Sam Lyons, Lyons. He comes back and plays around Wisconsin every couple of months. So he hasn't left Wisconsin totally behind. But why we're listening to this song tonight, it reminds me of so many people that go to Nashville to write songs for other people.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with Sam. He met this guy, and the guy liked what Sam was already doing. He said, "Would you write a song that I could do?" But I think they became such good friends through the process that Sam is on the song. He's playing guitar, he's doing background vocals, and then he's the songwriter as well. I just love that.
Wow. So how
Yeah.
old is he?
Sam is still, I think, only in his 20s.
That's impressive. So
Yeah, and
this
I
is
guess if
Dylan
you're gonna do it then, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You've done it,
but
so you know.
I have, but like to I've never been nominated for a Grammy because I can't sing.
know.
But he it's impressive that I'm amazed when I hear lyrics like this from someone so young. That's
Yeah.
really what I find kind of fascinating. Should we play the song?
Sure.
This just dropped last night, right?
It
All right.
it did. It's brand new off of Dylan Chambers' brand new album, and this is one of the first songs that was released last night.
I love it. This is Whatever Happens, compliments of Terry Barr through Sam Lyons and Dylan Chambers.
I've been searching for a long, long time to find someone like you. I must have done something right, 'cause you made my dream come true. I gave up thinking it would happen, surrendered to those lonely nights. Then you appeared, now I have no fear that it's gonna be alright, alright, alright. Whatever happens, baby, I'll be by your side. Whatever happens, baby, I won't run it Swear I'm gonna get this right if it's the last thing that I do. When you believe in something that is worth the fight, you've got to see it through. I gave up thinking it would happen. I surrendered to those lonely nights. Then you appear, now I have no fear that it's gonna be alright, alright, alright. Yeah, whatever happens, baby, I'll be by your side. Whatever happens, baby, I won't run and hide. Whatever happens, baby, we're gonna make it through. Whatever happens, baby, I will always be with you. Whatever happens, oh, whatever happens. 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 Whatever happens, oh, whatever happens.
Great tune. Love it.
Pete, I think we need to keep these names, Dylan Chambers and Sam Lyons, in front of us. This sounds like a hit to me.
Absolutely. And if he's already Grammy nominated, that's
I know.
That's incredible. We have to keep, like, has he been on Max Inc.?
Yes, a long time ago.
Okay.
Yes. It was
All right.
even, it was before he moved to LA. But I need to actually get a hold of him and ask him next time he's in town to come back on with us. He's the nicest guy. He's so terrific.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
And you love seeing a nice, like you said, if you know him a little bit, he's a good guy. You just cheer for their success even more. That's so great.
Well,
a
and I
great
like
tune.
to bring these different things to you when I can, just to show, you can make it here, but sometimes when you go somewhere else, it's fun to see what happens to people too.
Oh, definitely. And check out, folks, go to YouTube and type in Dylan Chambers, whatever happens, because the I don't know if that's album artwork or whatever, but it's pretty
is.
cool. The guy opening the door and there's like a big rainbow and a wheat field. It's just really cool. I love the album work. All right, so tell us about this song. I thought was great, and I love the connection to the movie No Packers, No Life. Tell us about the Driftless Pony Club. What a cool name that is.
Isn't that the best name?
I love it.
The minute I heard the name, I said to myself, I got to find out who these guys are. They formed at UW-Madison in 1999. They are now based out of Chicago. They haven't been touring because a couple of the members, in particular, the lead singer who also writes a lot of the songs, his name is Craig Benzine. He is the director of the film that just came out. It was released publicly today, called No Packers, No Life.
All right, time out.
Yeah.
Craig Benzine is great.
You
He's been
know
on the
Craig?
show. He's been on the show a couple times. I interviewed him on PBS Wisconsin for the film festival episode of the TV show I host. He's incredibly talented. He's Wheezy Waiter. He's got like over 1 million followers on YouTube. So he's an influencer. He made this movie. Are you telling me he's in this band too?
Yeah, he's been in this band since 99. And he is one of the guys that wrote this song that we're going to listen to.
You gotta be kidding me. That's amazing.
No. As you know,
wow.
then, yes, director of No Packers, No Life.
Yeah.
Crazy cool look at this Japanese cheer club that turns out loves the Green Bay Packers. So as part of this film, they bring them to Green Bay. I mean, it's just crazy cool. And so they wrote this song for the movie.
You probably, maybe you already know this. Sean Hanish, who made the film Just a Bit Outside with Kelly Call, they've been on the show too. And Sean's been on several times. And last he was on, I got an email from a publicist saying, you got to have Sean on to talk about No Packers, No Life. I'm like, what? So he's distributing it on behalf, for Craig. And so, so much talent tied to this film. And this song is great. Is this song in the movie?
It is in the movie, written for the movie. And as you know, Craig's ties are all back to Wisconsin again.
Yeah.
He made it as far as Chicago. So, whatever.
Yeah, he's staying pretty close. That's kind of
Yeah. Yeah.
cool.
And I've heard some interviews with him recently as the movie was coming out where he just loves Wisconsin sports so much that he was thrilled to be part of this.
Yeah, he does. He's a really fun guest to have if you could ever have him on Max Inc. Radio, too.
I love the idea, Pete. Thank you.
Yeah, he's terrific. So, all right, we are going to do a very short break.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and we are going to play the song Man of Action. And this will knock your socks off, folks. You don't want to miss this song out of the movie No Packers, No Life. A great tune. We're coming right back. It's Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite on the Civic Media Radio Network with Terry BARR.
Sky's the light, so we dance to the breakdown. Ladies and gentlemen, I got the medicine, so you should keep your eyes on the ball. This is get it, heavy. Can you hear the bass? Boom, I'm ready. Woo-hoo. Life is chillin', honey. Yeah, this bitch ching like money. At this go overload, I'm in to death, I'm good to go. I'm down, you know I glow. And let's go. 'Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So it's free.
Reach, engage, grow with Civic Media. Log on civicmedia.us/advertise.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Line up and grab yourself a bowl of Booyah. For a great cause, it's Amanda with another new Wisco 411. And this Saturday, October 18th from 8 a.m. till 12 p.m. at the Grounded Cafe on South Adams Street. Line right up and grab yourself a nice, warm bowl of chicken booyah. There's also contests, a trunk or treat, all while raising funds for the ADRC of Brown County. Now that sounds like a delicious morning. Check it out, head to WGBW.FM and click events.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Teachers are diverse, skilled leaders, innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Teaching shapes lives. Are you ready? Explore teaching at teach.org, supported by the U.S. Department of Education and 1 million teachers of color.
Missed your favorite show live on air? It's easy to find what you enjoy wherever you listen to podcasts, including Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. And we're always streaming on TuneIn and the Civic Media app.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Is getting vaccinated on your to-do list? We can help you check that off. You've got this. Yes, you do. See how we've got you at yougotthis.usaging.org. A message from the Aging and Disability Vaccination Collaborative, powered by US Aging.
You are never far away from your favorite radio station. We're always streaming on TuneIn and the Civic Media app. And if you missed your favorite show or game, listen to a podcast of it anytime on the app.
Welcome back. We are in the home stretch on this Friday night edition of Night Light, a beautiful, positively beautiful night here in the state of Wisconsin. Hope you're having a great night and glad you're with me tonight. We've had a lot of fun here and still more to come with our guest and my co-host here for Bar Band Friday night, the lovely and talented and crazy music fan, Terry Barr.
I love when I can surprise you with something, too.
This is so great. I had no idea. We were saying before the break that Craig Benzine is also part of this Driftless Pony Club, and I didn't know that. I knew the guy was multi-talented and a heck of a good guy, but this will be fun. All right, so this is the song Man of Action by the Driftless Pony Club, and you can see it if you check out the movie No Packers, No Life, a really great movie. It's in theaters right now.
It is. It is all around the state at Marcus Theaters.
Outstanding. So let's hear Craig's latest creation in addition to his movie. And he's got some great people around him, I'm sure, in the band as well. This is the Driftless Pony Club, Man of Action.
Wet the paper of my book so the words I read stick around. Stick my feet into my mouth and I walk away on the sound. It's okay, this boat's on fire. They say water puts it out. It's okay, this boat's on fire. I'll just lay down and find out.
So hard for me to stay in my chair. That is such a great song.
That is so fun. And can't you even hear that at some point the Packers actually play that at Lambeau Field? It's got that great riff.
That's
that
a great song.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm even more excited to see. Even though he's been on the show a couple times and I interviewed him on PBS, I still haven't seen the whole movie. So I'm very excited, and we'll have to have Craig back on Con and see how the release goes, because he's such a good guy.
Really fun.
And now he's like ridiculously talented. This is like he's an influencer, a filmmaker, and a musician. I don't even think I'm going to be able to perform sexually with my wife for the next 6 months.
Oh gosh.
Conrad just buried his hand in it. You know what I'm saying?
Too much information.
There's people like that are just I'm blown away by how talented they are. I have friends that
sounded so surprised when I said his name in conjunction with this group that he's been part of since '99.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing, and it's such a great song. It makes me want to go check out the rest of it, because I love the band Driftless Pony Club too. That name is so great.
It's really good. Yeah, if you go to their YouTube, their videos are ridiculous. They do really funny behind the scenes at shows. How do you do a show? They're just, well, they're comedians, basically. They're
Yeah.
funny, yeah.
All right, we got to get Craig back on the show. I'll try to get him on next week. Terry, so much fun. As always, thank you.
You guys, too. Thank you.
I'm going to be crank. This is my new workout song, too.
Oh, I love it.
So when I bench 40 pounds, I'll be, I
I've
might look
heard about
ridiculous.
this. Okay.
I might look ridiculous, but I'm going to be really pumped up.
Go for it. Go for it. We'll
Have
be playing this again tomorrow night on Max Inc. Radio, too.
Oh, I was just going to ask you who you have coming up. So is
That
Craig on the
will
show?
be a reveal since, well,
Okay.
it's a reveal in Madison since you already got the reveal across the state.
Yeah. So, thank you,
We
and
have
sorry.
a great author on tomorrow night, though. Also, Susan Massino wrote about AC/DC and Van Halen. She's a local author. She toured with them and has books out. So I'm looking forward to talking with her.
Very cool. All right, check out Max Inc. Radio, folks, on go to civicmedia.us if you don't live in Madison. Otherwise, 92.7 WMDX tomorrow night from 6 to 9. Such a great show, an award-winning show, and the co-hosted by the award-winning Terry Barr. Hey, good luck to your Brewers, and thank you so much, as always, Terry. We'll talk soon.
Happy weekend, everyone.
See you later. That's Terry Barr, folks. Check out Max Inc. Radio. Thank you to Lisa Hale, so much fun, and Terry Barr, and to all your texts and calls. It was a lot of fun tonight here on Nightlight, a Good Friday edition. Con, anything else?
Brewers are losing already.
Oh, come on, dude. Your quiz was so great. That was so much fun. You cannot let the Brewers get you down. You cannot take this negative energy into the tournament, man. That's right out of Big Lebowski. All right, on behalf of the lovable producer Conrad, I'm Pete Schwaba. Say good night, Wisconsin.